That was kind of an abrupt stop to the music. It didn't really fade off, but that's okay. How are you? My name is Tom Lyon. For those of you who don't know who I am, welcome to this very special Facebook, YouTube, and I think LinkedIn Live. We really appreciate you joining us today. So we have a lot of new likes on our Facebook page, which is really, really super awesome. So thank you for those of you who are new to us. If you don't know, we are a digital marketing agency. What does that mean? That means that companies come to us and say, hey, we need more customers. We need more, members for a nonprofit. We need more attention. That's basically what we sell. We sell attention. So if you're somebody who needs attention, that's what we do. And the reason we're here today is to introduce somebody really, really super awesome and talk a little bit about how that person got to us and what they're going to do. So without further ado, let's talk to our new friend, Jenna. Hi, Jenna.
Hi, Thomas. How are you?
I am fantastic. Thank you for coming on. We talked a little bit before we did this, and I'm really super excited, particularly because I am traditionally and primarily stuck in one spot, which is not always, it's not always bad. It's not always a bad thing. But adventure is something that Jenna is very, very familiar with. But why don't you introduce yourself a little bit, Jenna, and talk about yourself, and we'll go from there.
Hi, guys. I am Jenna Chips, and I currently live in an RV. And we are right now in Wyoming. It just snowed a little bit today. And yeah, so my husband and I, a couple of months ago, decided to sell everything we own and buy an RV and travel the country and kind of inspire others to go out and explore and see the world. And so we need remote work and we need jobs to make money along the way. And so I found this job as a social media manager working for Lion Global.
Very cool. And so you say you're in Wyoming. So what's interesting about us where we are kind of headquartered in a town called Perry, New York, which is in the county of Wyoming. Oh. And which is even to complicate things even further, there's also a town called Wyoming in the county of Wyoming. So you're in the state of, which is pretty darn cool. Very good. What drew you there?
Yeah, so Jeremy and I are obsessed with national parks. We like to go and explore them, write itineraries and blogs and create videos about them so that other people can go and experience them for themselves with some good tips and tricks on where to see wildlife and, the best places to eat. And so we're kind of like doing all the work so that people can do the fun for themselves. We started Quench Your Adventure a year and a half ago. And that's when I started really learning about social media and content and creating different platforms for people to view different things on.
Very cool. And if you don't see it, I don't know how you couldn't if you're watching the live, but on the bottom there is the website of Jenna and Jeremy. It's quenchyyouradventure.com. Check it out. It's pretty cool. There's some pretty neat places that you guys have been to, and I'm sure there will be even more exciting adventures to come. So that's really, really cool.
Thanks. Yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about kind of what you're going to be doing or what you've already started to do for Lion Global, really. So admittedly, we're a digital marketing agency. So we provide these services to clients. We have some small local clients. We have a couple of bigger clients. But the point is that everybody wants more attention. And one of the best ways to do that is social media. Well, admittedly, we haven't always been on top of our own social media game because we've been busy focusing on clients. So I said, you know what? It's time. It's time to do that. It's time to actually find somebody that can put in the time and do a really, really good job. And we found that in Jenna. So thank you very much. So Jenna will be the face of Lion Global, so to speak. So when you're talking on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or Twitter or LinkedIn, or what are the other ones we're doing?
TikTok and Pinterest and Facebook and all sorts of things.
Then Jenna's going to be the one that you're talking to. So that's it's really exciting for us because, for those of you, and I know that several of you that pay attention to the things that we do, I've worked with in the past in various corporate capacities. So how difficult it is to find somebody that is intelligent and is able to figure out what they're doing So we're very, very excited to make this transition. And it's always good when you have other people that come in right away and say, hey, this person's going to be a great addition to your team, like Sharon did. Thank you very much, Sharon.
Thank you.
Isn't that cool, right?
I know. Wow. You can just show that right there.
Yeah. So while we're talking about it, if you're interested, this is a different type of situation than a normal Facebook Live where somebody, grabs their phone and is doing this kind of thing. This is a piece of software that we use very frequently. It's called StreamYard.com. And you can actually do a live broadcast like this. And there's all kinds of cool, I don't even know all the features that it has, but it has all kinds of cool stuff. So yes, you can bring in comments. If you are watching right now, go ahead and leave a comment, and we'll pull it in and have a quick conversation. We're not going to be on here too long, but just an opportunity to kind of meet. So Jenna, tell us a little bit about your long-term goals, and what are you looking to do, not only with us, right? And it's okay. We may be a stepping stone. It would be great to keep you forever. I would like that. What are your long-term goals? Let's talk about that a little bit, so folks get to know a little bit about what you're trying to do.
Yeah, well, that's a great question. Thank you for asking it. And thank you for the compliments earlier. And thanks for hiring me for this position. I appreciate it. Some of the goals with working with you in your company is trying to build the presence of your company online so that people like me and people who have small businesses and people from all over the world can get your work and your company to do projects for them, such as web design and SEO and ads and graphic design and logos. You guys are like the one-stop shop for it all, but you can kind of create that for your different clientele. And for me personally, I would like to work for you for a very long time as well. My husband just asked me that. He said today, hey, you can work for him for a really long time if you really put in the effort and show that this is something you're interested in. So ideally, I'd like to have a remote job for as long as possible until maybe I start having some children in the next couple of years. But for now, my goal is to work online and to do a very good job for your company and for my company as well.
Cool. I think that's very, very a good outlook. And a lot of people, when we talk about the remote working thing, even prior to this whole COVID, we'll call it a nightmare, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Prior to this whole COVID thing, we were remote. One of the neat things about digital marketing and a lot of different technology businesses is you can work from literally anywhere. Myself and my wife both work on Line Global. She's over there. Hey,
hi, Claire.
Hi. So we work remotely from home, or if we're traveling, we can do that while we're traveling. Not as extensive as you guys do, but it's nice to be able to know that in this type of situation, you don't have to be physically present somewhere.
Right.
Not to say that we don't go to clients and go to locations and talk to them. But a lot of, I would say 90% of what we can do can be done remotely. And so we've been doing it long before COVID, y'all.
Yeah. You've been putting in that work so that you can manage it now.
Yep. Yeah. So it's a really good thing. And you were right. You kind of mentioned we're a one-stop shop, and I do want to talk about that. And of course, we're going to, promote what we do a little bit. You can go to lionglobal.com and see a little bit more about what we do. But basically, Jenna said it, everything from, websites to logos to custom phone numbers to social media marketing, whether that's advertising or posting. That's different for those of you that don't know. They're two different things. Photos, we do some really nice video work. And if we don't do it, we know somebody that does. So if you are a business owner who is looking to get some more attention, regardless of your situation, maybe you got a little bit of that COVID money, maybe you didn't. But either way, we're happy to help you out. And if we can't help you, we'll point you in the right direction of somebody that can. So looking forward to meeting new folks that we meet through Jenna's hard work.
Yes, thanks. I'm excited to see what happens.
Very cool. Anything else you want to share with our current audience before we say hey and say have a good night for our very short broadcast here?
Yeah, I guess it's just stay tuned and see what we can offer, and go follow all our channels on Lion Global. Everything is Lion Global on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Facebook, Pinterest. We're going to try to really bring that name alive so people can recognize it and get you can get the clients for your jobs.
What can we expect to see on TikTok?
Yeah, I'm excited. That's become very popular nowadays. So I'm starting to learn it for my own adventures and travels, but to turn it on the business side of things and show people, marketing tips and different like dance moves to try to like lure people in to see what they can do and different challenges and things that are trending. So I think TikTok's a really cool platform, especially with millennials and small businesses. I know a lot of people my age who have small businesses and they need the help to kind of market it out there. So we'll see what we can do.
Absolutely. Well, for those of you that know me, you know that Thanksgiving is around the corner, and that means only one thing. Jenna has not been privileged to this yet, but
Yeah, what
it
is
is.
it?
Oh, you'll have to find out around Thanksgiving. It's something called the Goofy Gobbler, and you'll get a good chance. It involves me and a turkey, but it's entertaining and it's rated G, so we're good.
Fair. Okay, good.
Yeah. All right. Very good. Well, we will click the end button. Thank you so much for dropping by. Or if you're watching this recorded, feel free to leave a little comment. We're just very, very excited and want to put a face to the name. So if you're leaving comments or posts or having conversations, you know who you're talking to. And again, Jenna's and Jeremy's website is quenchYourAdventure.com. You can follow their adventure travels, which it's something you'll want to do. It's pretty cool if you're a travel geek. Or even if you want to live vicariously through some other people.
Through that. Yep. Thank you.
Yeah. And we are at Lion Global. And so that's it. Thank you very, very much for watching or watching later. And have a great day. And we'll talk to you soon.